once more to another video tutorial. Today we are doing just a simple gospel worship progression and the chords. So we can do this in any key. If you want it covered in another key, kindly comment in the request box. I'll do my best to reply to those that are commenting and to play what you required. But my schedule is so busy, so squeezed, but I'm doing my best. So today we are doing the simple progression 1-4-1-5. So we can do it in any key. We can do in D. We can do it in, this is after D is D sharp. We can decide to do it here. We can decide to do it in E. Can do it in F. We can do it in F sharp, which is our key now. Or we can do it in G. Or G sharp. Or we can do it in A. We can do it in B flat, or this is still A sharp. Or we can do it in B. Back to C. So this is simple progression 1-4-1-5. So we are doing it in F because majority of the people are requesting we do it in F, and we are going to add chords associated to it. So the scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Fingering. That's how I finger it. So the chords related to the scale, number 1 is F sharp. First in root chord, first inversion, second inversion. Number 2, G sharp minor. Root chord, first inversion, second inversion. Number 3, A sharp minor. Root chord, first inversion, second inversion. Number 4, B. Root chord, first inversion, second inversion. Number 5, C sharp major. Root chord, first inversion, second inversion. Then number 6, D sharp minor. Root chord, first inversion, second inversion. Number 7, this is F diminished. Root chord, first inversion, second inversion. So 1-4-1-5. So 1 is F sharp. You can do any inversion, but let's do it root chord. Then number 4, B. Number 1 again, then 5. So let us add our first passing chord. So our first passing chord is going to be to number 1 to number 4. We are going to pass through E major. This is E major. This E. This root chord, first inversion. Root chord, first inversion, second inversion. So we can do that to 4. So going to number 4. So like, let us use "we give you glory." We give you glory. So we give you glory. So I'm passing to 4. So the passing chord number 2 you want to do is number 2 minor. Number 2, which is of course minor keys. When we come back to number 1, we are going to pass through it. So let us go from the first one. So 1, then 2 minor to number 1. So that's chord number 2 is passing chord number 2 is number 2 minor. Then we want to add another passing chord. Before we go to number 5, we are going to use number 2, but this time you're using a major. So we are doing number 2 major, first inversion. So number 2 major looks like this. This number 2, its major will look like this on my right, but we're taking this to the other end to make it first inversion. So we're going to play this before going to number 5. So we give you glory. So that's another chord. Number 2 major, we use it to go to number 5. So that is sorted. Then let us introduce another way. Instead of coming back to number 1 from number 4, we went to number 2 minor, then we went to number 1. Instead of going to number 1, we want to go to number 1 on my right, but on left you're going to do number 5. So it's going to be this. So let us play up to there. Instead of going back to number 1, you're going to 1 on my right, but on left I'm going to 5. So it's called 1/5. So let's do. Yes, you see. Then we start to number 5. Then we do our number 2, then 5. So we give you glory. We give you glory. So that's another chord. When I'm finishing after number 5, we are going to play 7 diminished to end. 7 diminished to end. We are ending with 7 diminished. So what does a diminished chord look like? Like this. But you are going to take this to the other end to make it what? When we take this, you're going to use a second inversion. We are taking this to the other end and this one. So this is second inversion of it. So here we're going to do this, but we are going to add a C sharp here. We're going to add a C sharp. That's so we are playing that chord. So this is like, if you look at another level, it's like we are doing C sharp, which is number 5, but we are adding number 4. But it's basically diminished. You are using diminished 7, so because on my left I will be playing a diminished 7, diminished. So we give you glory. We give you glory. So that's another passing chord, very important. So another one, the final passing chord for this video is before going to 1/5. Remember we went to 1/5 like this. We want to pass through number 4 minor. So it looks like this. Looks like this. You can decide to play it this way or this way on your left. So why I'm calling it number 2 minor is because of this. Number 4 minor. This is number 4. Number 4 is this. Then number 4 minor is this. I'm just dropping this half step. Then the third one, the third in the triad. Number 3 the triad. So I'm dropping it to form a minor. Then we do an inversion of it. An inversion, we take this to this, it becomes first inversion of the 4 minor. Then I play this, or I can do this. This is the passing chord to 1/5. So from the top, we give you glory, we give you glory and honor, we give you glory, we give you glory and honor. So to sweeten it, we will be adding some licks. It's boring when you're playing just flat, so we can do it. So what I've done, you just devise these things. Then passing chord. Then using this number 2, instead of doing this, we can do something like this. So just to make it not to be just your playing chord, so we are playing some licks. So like when I'm going to that passing chord to number 4, when I'm going to this, I can do something like this. I hope you learned something. Feel free to comment, and may God bless you even as you learn to worship God in an acceptable way. Be blessed.